when she is distasteful to you, and probably has a lot to do with the quality of your overall relationship with her, and not just that, her nose is off center and she's put on 15 pounds.
I got to tell you something, lady.
Mm-hmm.
There's something here that's right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
I was engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to be married to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Married for the rest of my life. I mean, that would be like it. That like every day I would wake up and there she would be. That's the woman for the rest of my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no trading in, right? I mean, like you said, there's no trade-ins, right? So I was very attracted to her. I thought she was very pretty, right? But after the engagement ended, I told you this I think last week.
Yeah.
And she showed up at the door one day
With her short hair.
with her short hair. There's no way I could get it up for her. There was no way I could get it up for her. I was not attracted to this woman at all. And that could have been my wife. But you see what happens? The relationship goes sour and it ends, and then, whatever, you guys start having this was like our last time I ever saw her because we had like a little bit of a falling out. We couldn't be friends anymore. It wasn't working. And she's no longer pretty. I could not do her. You know what I mean?
I had a very attractive girlfriend with long hair, and she cut it short. It significantly decreased my attraction for her.
So, according to this, it wasn't that necessarily that the physical attractiveness of the hair disappearing killed it. It's that you got pissed off that she cut off her hair, or she cut off her hair because there was a fight going on anyways between you two.
I think she wanted to bother me, to have me to get under my skin.
And so
kind of prove her independence.
Yeah, and you don't like people being independent because you like to control everything.
I never told you how to cut your hair.
All right. Hey, listen. I want to talk about. I thought about this during the week. I came up with who your perfect woman is.
Okay.
The topic has come up lately, or over the last year. We've been doing the show for a year already, have we not?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I think we've only missed 2 portions. Only 2 Torah portions of the entire Torah that we ever didn't do. Because one week I was in Baltimore for my nephew's wedding. And see how quickly I was able to get a shout out to my nephew. Okay, and the other one was right after Pesach, right after Passover. It was like a really, really short week, and we just opted not to do it that week. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I think those were the only 2 weeks we missed. So we did a really good job the first year around.
There's that week you were in rehab for crack.
There was that week, and of course the one that you were doing time for showing your penis in the library to the little girls.
Yeah, but aside from that.
Okay. Besides for those, but we did do the one from the jail cell. That was really good. That was a good show, by the way.
It was kind of like the Johnny Cash album at Folsom Prison. It was like Torah Talk from Folsom Prison.
Yeah, and your special guest, your boyfriend Leroy, I thought he was a real addition to the show. That.
Well, he kept me alive.
Yeah. Okay. Good thing you got him those cigarettes, huh? All right. So there's that. Now, I'll bet you $100 when I go in the chat room. D-Medic is laughing because he loves that stuff. Let's see. There he is. D-Medic is laughing.
So talk about my perfect woman.
Oh, Boy Wonder's laughing too. Wow, we're doing good. All right. Where are we?
Who's that chick who's on the top of your computer? Is that your girlfriend in England?
Yep.
Okay. My perfect woman.
My perfect woman is that chick on my laptop from England. Your perfect woman you haven't met yet, and I did some thinking about this because in the last year we talked many times about all the women that Levi doesn't want, and it's funny too because like the Rambam says, how do you describe God? You describe God by whatever you can think of God. He's not that, and then whatever you're left with at the end, that's what God really is, right? We can't describe Levi's woman, but we know what he doesn't want. He doesn't want a woman with tattoos. He doesn't want a woman who wears pantsuits. He doesn't want a woman with saggy breasts. He doesn't want a woman who has bad grammar. He does, you know what I mean? We can go on and on and on. There's all these things, and you said you hate women, and blah, 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 and these things you don't like, and you like, sexy women who take care of themselves. It goes on and on and on. And I started thinking, what does that leave Levi with? It seems to me he's going to be single the rest of his life. And I've said that to you before. It seems like you're going to be single the rest of your life. And then it hit me. I know exactly what Levi wants.
Is that girl who works at Schwartz?
It's the girl who works at Schwartz. Levi, let's understand who Levi is. Levi grew up with a certain mindset, and his mindset was he grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church. Did you not?
Yeah.
With your father being a big
Preacher.
a big preacher. And a lot of those things, even though that you're from today, even though you're from Jew, a lot of that stuff still hangs on. Like, you can't coherently explain to us why you're vegetarian without the Seventh-day Adventist upbringing coming into the conversation. Because if we remove Seventh-day Adventism, there's no reason why you're a vegetarian. Okay? I mean, you can say whatever you want, but that's where it is. Your problem with cuss words comes from being a Christian. Okay? Your aversion to alcohol comes from being a Christian. Or a Seventh-day Adventist. I don't know if that's true with all
My
Christians.
aversion to sodomy comes from being a Christian.
Well, yeah, okay. So there's that. And I started thinking, there's a lot of that carries over. And you know, I can understand that. So he's looking for somebody he can relate to. And a lot of people who grew up Jewish who don't have these ideas that Levi grew up with, these women are very foreign to Levi, I'm thinking, and don't fit his bill. A woman with tattoos is so foreign to Levi that she's out, she's off. There's no way Levi would be with a woman with a tattoo. She would show her tattoo and it would be over with. That's my opinion. Because it's just so foreign, and the tattoo thing comes from the Seventh-day Adventist idea. That is just defacing the body, it's the worst thing you can do. So I was thinking, it's obvious. Levi is looking for a similar ger, a convert who grew up Seventh-day Adventist. That's what you really want. You've told us that that every time I mention Seventh-day Adventist, you quip in every time those women are really hot. You come in and you always say the chicks in the Seventh-day Adventist church are really hot. And I'm thinking that's who you're really attracted to. You're attracted to the girls that you grew up with in church, and you always wanted to have one of them. And they to you seem the ideal woman. And you're not as attracted to Jewish women with the way they grew up. It's foreign to you. You're not into it. And it's not working for you. They're not flocking to you. Whereas the Seventh-day Adventist chicks who came over might be more attracted to you because you can relate to them. You need an ex-SDA member to do a conversion and find you. That's what I think it was. And then another thing that hit me. Why would you be attracted to a woman you grew up with like that? And then it hit me, all guys, or very common with guys, they want a woman who reminds them of their mother.
Yes, I'm looking for a girl with cancer.
Sick. So you're looking for
If you've got cancer, give me an email.
You're looking for a woman, Levi, who reminds you of your mother. Your mother is in the Seventh-day Adventist church. And even though you've rejected their church, you still want a woman who reminds you of your mother, and the SDA chicks remind you of your mother. And I really think that the chick at Schwartz's Bakery, you would hit it off with her and feel more comfortable with her than you would with any of these Jewish chicks here in town. I really think. And you just...
Now where is Schwartz's Bakery? It's on Pico. Is
You've
it
never been
near
to Schwartz?
Holt?
It's the bakery.
Is it near Holt? Where is
It's
it?
not far from Holt, yeah.
Okay, it's on Pico.
It's on Pico.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want people going in there and bothering her and her would kill me. But she's not Jewish. You understand? So she would have to go through the entire conversion process, and you would have to like wait for her to come out the other end, right? But that's the kind of woman that you would be attracted to. She's never gonna. She's gonna dress modestly. She's gonna have all your peculiarities. She's gonna understand vegetarianism. She's gonna understand no tattoos. She's gonna think just like you on all these things. She's gonna remind you of your mother, and I think you're gonna be attracted to her. And I think that's who you're gonna hit it off with. That's my 2 cents. I came to that this week. I said, that's